Good evening everyone and welcome to Gundam News. And after the big news that I covered last week and a couple of days ago, it seems like things have quieted down a little bit, with the biggest news being the setting images for more of the White Base's crew from the Cucuruz Doan's Island movie. From left to right, we have the War Orphans trio, Cuts, Let's, and Kika, the portside bridge operator Marker Clan, the starboard bridge operator Oscar Dublin, the pilot candidate and gunperry pilot Job John, the catapult deck crew member Ritsuma, the gunperry pilot Olsen, the telegraphist Barbara, and the man who keeps an eye on the White Base's monitors, Han. And there was also some good movie news for the Reconquista and G fans. The 4th and 5th compilation movie will be released back-to-back on July 22nd and August 5th respectively. They also released a teaser video for the movie, but as always this has been region locked, which we of course can easily circumvent with the help of NordVPN. Not only does it help you to get around those pesky region locks, but it also gives you extra protection when browsing online, and if you use my link down below or the code kkrt, you'll even get a special discount and you'll be supporting the channel. And talking about region-locked content for you to enjoy, the new promotional video for the upcoming Iron-Blooded Orphans Special Editions, which will be airing on Japanese TVs starting April 5th, is also up, which I will have linked down below. And other than cutting the 50-episode TV series into 9 more digestible chunks, it also promises to have newly animated scenes as well as a new opening song called Blaze, which is performed by Man with a Mission, the guys who also did Raise Your Flag. And sticking with Iron-Blooded Orphans, the Gundam Base Japan will be celebrating its 5th anniversary starting March 26th. And as part of these celebrations, they will be holding the Iron-Blooded Orphans World Exhibition at both the Tokyo and Fukuoka locations. But there will be slightly less stuff at the Fukuoka one. Both will have a Gunpla competition, have a spot where you can wear a Tekadon jacket and have your picture taken, and display never seen before setting material. At the Tokyo venue then, there will also be a 1/10 scale Barb statue and an introduction to the story. But there can be no celebration without limited edition Gunpla. So for 4,180 yen, 35 US, you can get the high-grade Gundam Hajiroboshi in a really cool looking iron-blooded coating, and for 5,280 yen, 45 US, you can get the high-grade Gundam Marcosius, also in the really cool looking iron-blooded coating. And then to go along with all of that upcoming Iron-Blooded Orphans stuff, they also decided to re-release the Iron-Blooded Orphans Complete Character Book. Reservations started on Monday, and it can be yours in July for 3,520 yen, 30 US. But now, back to the anime news, because a new animated movie is currently playing at the full-scale Unicorn Gundam statue. And it's called Midnight Cha-Cha. And let me tell you, that title, as far as I can tell, has literally nothing to do with what it's about. It doesn't have a unicorn dancing the cha-cha-cha or something. I guess it could be midnight when it takes place, so at least they got 1 out of 3 words that has something to do with the movie. But no, it is actually a pretty interesting take on the fight between the unicorn and the Shamblo, which then gets crashed by Kira Yamato and his freedom. Not even alternate universes can stop Kira Yamato from sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. If you want to watch the whole thing, then I'll have a video linked down below where someone recorded the whole video. I just want to warn you that this was recorded during heavy rainfall, so that is what you're hearing during the recording. But still awesome that the dude did it. Then on to the gaming news. On Sunday, Bonds of the Battlefield 2 got the Pixie Gundam and the Ifrit added to its roster of mobile suits along with its weapons, and they also got a new job roadmap and a roadmap for the rest of 2022. which has things like more maps, more mobile suits, 6 versus 6 play, tournaments, and more upcoming stuff. So by the time we can go to Japan, it sounds like Bonds of the Battlefield 2 is definitely going to be chock full of content for us to enjoy. And one day later, it was announced that Gundam Extreme Versus 2 Cross Boost is also getting some new machines. Again, it sounds like there's going to be a lot to do in Japanese arcades once we can go there again. Starting April, players will be able to use the N Extreme Gundam Vicious, piloted by Barca Nil, and the N Extreme Gundam Supremacy, piloted by Dante D. Worstlord. And also joining the fun is their operator, Kano Clans. And if you want to see them in action, I will have the non-region locked video linked down below. Another day later then, the Wing Gundam Zero Peacecraft specifications and the Unicorn Gundam Unit 3 Phoenix/Type RC became available in Gundam Breaker Mobile, as well as various other campaigns to celebrate the 6 million downloads that it recently achieved. In other news then, Bandai rolled out the Gundam Navi app, which is promoted as the ultimate app for Gundam fans. It has everything Gundam news related when it comes to anime, Gunpla, games, and more. And the more you use it, the more data it collects on you and your habits to give you stuff directly catered to you. At least they're being upfront about it. It's also got other interesting features like unlocking things if you go to certain Gunpla or Gundam specific locations. But if you want to try it out for yourself, tough luck. It's of course going to be only for Japan. And even the promotional video is region locked. Like, why? What's the purpose? We can't use it anyway, so why go through the extra effort of region locking it? So yeah, right now, I just imagine this being the Gundam metaverse. You log in and half of the content just says like, sorry, you can't access this in your region right now. Anyways, as for the things you could get this week then, not a lot. There was some reading material. The Gundam Meets Business, Modern Business Made Understandable by Gundam book, which looks like it includes sound business advice by Giran Zabi and Shar Aznable. Not sure if I want to get business advice from those two, but moving along. There was also The Great Mechanics G, featuring a special on Cucuruz Doan's Island and the new Gundam, the weekly Big Comic Spirits in which Gundam Bandiera is serialized, the weekly Mobile Suit Bible featuring the Zeta Gundam Unit 3 P2 type, and the English version of 10 Essential Techniques to Achieve Absolute Mastery, which is available as an ebook on Amazon US, UK, Canada, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and the Netherlands. On to the Gundam Apparel news then, which was also a bit meager this week and comes to us almost entirely from Bankore. First up is their newest mobile suit motif lineup, consisting of 6 shirts for 3,300 yen, 30 US a piece, and the available designs are the RX-78-2, Char Zaku 2, Zaku 2 F-Type, God Gundam, Master Gundam, and Gundam Exia. And to really give you that feeling that you're the mobile suit itself, the t-shirt has the mobile suit's backpack on the back, the machine's name on the front, and then on the sleeve is either the pilot's personal emblem or the emblem of the faction he belongs to. Pre-orders open on Tuesday and they'll be coming your way in April. Also, when I first saw these shirts and their designs, I was like, haven't I seen these already? Like, wasn't this stuff released a while back? But it turns out that we did in fact already get these designs, but they were hoodies instead of t-shirts. So, moving right along, on the same day, reservations started for the acrylic logo display X Neo Xeon and Vist Foundation, which can be yours in May for 1,320 yen, 10 US a piece. And finally, from P Bandai, you can now build your Gunpla while pretending to be Char Aznable, with the Char Custom Pen Sander. It went on sale on Tuesday and is slated for a March release, so that should be any day now. And the same went for the Char Custom Metal case, in which you can store all of your other Char custom tools. The pen sander goes for 10,890 yen, around 90 US, and the case goes for 3,850 yen, a little under 35 US. And then let's wrap up this week's Gundam news with the results of a poll that we had a look at in the past. With the Gundam Meets Business book releasing, Gundam.info wanted to know what kind of Gundam character-inspired leader we would want to be. And honestly, the results aren't all that surprising. Crushing the competition with 45.6% of the votes, the blue giant Rambaral took first place. And considering his feats and his experience, I would say that that was a very well-deserved victory. Despite the joke I made about him when I first covered this poll, he definitely sounds like the kind of man you would want to be as a leader, fighting through tough situations while continuing to care about your subordinates. In second place then, there was Bright Noah with 32.7%, which was also very deserved. Being suddenly thrust into an unfamiliar situation that you're not really prepared for, but still managing to pull through, is definitely the sign of a good leader if you ask me. And then the runner-ups were Shiro Omada with 14.9% and Agil Delos with 6.7%. Again, fair results I would say. Compared to the other two big hitters on the list, Shiro was fair enough as a leader, giving him the fair enough third place. And I still cannot believe that Delos made it on the list when they could have gone for so much better alternatives, like General Revel, Dozel Zabi, or the charismatic Garma Zabi. Because, well, charisma is also a very important feature of a leader. But, well, that has been all for this week's Gundam news. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great evening, and I'll see you all next week with more Gundam news.